Medical Industrial Complex, Key Flaws in the Medical System, a fictional story that's all too accurate. And we're reading from F&D Recovery Guide, Volume 2. Here's a fictional story that shows how easily the medical system can miss the real problem. Imagine going to the doctor with full body inflammation that makes you puffy all over. You don't know that it's inflammation yet, you just know your shoes don't fit anymore, and because you're very thin, no one suspects swelling. Masking the problem, not solving it. At your rushed 15-minute appointment, you tell Dr. 1, "My shoes don't fit anymore." Dr. 1 replies, "That's a classic symptom of shoe shrinking disease. I'm prescribing a shoe expanding pill." 6 months later, after you've moved cross country, you see a new doctor for a wellness visit. You tell Dr. 2, "As you know, I have shoe shrinking disease. The pill my last doctor gave me worked. My shoes fit better now." Dr. 2 smiles and thinks Dr. 1 was brilliant. I should start prescribing shoe expanding pills to my other patients with shoe shrinking disease. Note to reader. And that, dear reader, is how it begins. The first doctor gave your symptom a descriptive label, shoe shrinking disease, and offered a quick fix instead of looking for the real cause. The cycle repeats, and the root issue, full body inflammation, stays hidden. Repeating mistakes by accepting flawed diagnoses. Picking up where we left off. Dr. 2, "I do have another problem. My pants are too small now." "I can help with that," says Dr. 2. "I'm diagnosing you with pants shrinking disease. Here's a prescription for pants expanding pills." And just like that, the cycle continues. Note to reader. Notice what is happening here. Dr. 2 is building on the flawed work of Dr. 1, trusting the original diagnosis without questioning it. Because doctors rely on shared terminology, respect each other's expertise, and trust your account, they take your word that the first pill worked. In reality, both pills are only masking symptoms, while the real issue, full body inflammation, remains hidden. Let's go even deeper. Hiding side effects instead of solving the real problem. Dr. 2 continues. There are two tiny side effects though. First, your nose will grow 2 inches. And second, your feet will go up 2 sizes. You pause. Those sound concerning. Not at all, Dr. 2 says brightly. For the nose growth, I can refer you to a top plastic surgeon who will trim off the extra inches. For your feet, you already said the shoe expanding pill was working, so I'll just triple your dose. That should balance it all out. Think of it as a makeover. A vicious cycle. More pills, more problems, no real solutions. Now you're regularly taking your new pants expanding pill along with a triple dose of your shoe expanding pill, and you're at a consultation with your new plastic surgeon. "Plastic surgeon, can you take these extra 2 inches off my nose and make it look good again?" "Sure can," the surgeon says enthusiastically, "but we'll need to put you under general anesthesia for the procedure, and that's going to cause whole body inflammation. Can you live with that?" Note to reader. You have come full circle. The doctor never addressed your original problem, full body inflammation. They only masked your symptoms with pills, and now those pills have created side effects. In the end, your original issue, whole body inflammation, will have doubled. You'll be on multiple pills and part of your face will be cut off. Does that sound like a sensible solution to you? This exaggerated scenario might seem ridiculous, but it's not far from what happens to people with functional neurological disorder, FND, every day. The real cause of FND. This fictional story shows a major flaw in the medical system, treating symptoms instead of looking for root causes. Tragically, this same pattern often plays out in real cases of FND. Countless patients are dismissed, misdiagnosed, or handed treatments that fail to address the real source of their suffering. For years, people with FND have been given labels like conversion disorder, implying their symptoms are purely psychological. They're shuffled between specialists, prescribed antidepressants for anxiety, referred to physical therapy for weakness, and sent to cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, for stress. These treatments may offer temporary relief, but they fail to target potential underlying issues such as neuroinflammation or brain injury, and they totally ignore the research-backed physical root of FND. Your brain has built a simple pathway between the emotional center and the movement center that shouldn't be there. That's the root. A new way forward. My method harnesses the power of neuroplasticity to completely eliminate this faulty F&D pathway and build healthy ones instead. This leads to full recovery. The second half of this cure is explained in this book, but a crucial first piece is in volume 1. To achieve the complete cure, be sure to read both books. And also, since I'm just reading this portion, I should mention that I don't actually promise a cure. It's a critical thinking process that can help you tailor make your own. I think that the method is leading me to a cure, but I have not arrived 100% yet. I'm at about 95% and I'm still getting better. And there's a thorough disclaimer and stuff here. I think I explained in volume 1 that I'm using the word cure because I want to say what I actually mean, but thorough disclaimers. Results may vary, basically. Anyway, while mainstream medicine has yet to catch up, recent neuroimaging studies confirm that the brain can rewire itself, making full recovery not just possible, but likely with the right approach. All the research is there, and I'll prove it to you in the coming pages. It's just that no one has put it together before now. I don't know why. It's so simple once you see it. Research is beginning to show the real mechanisms behind F&D, overturning the outdated idea that this disorder is all in the mind. If this sounds complicated, don't worry, I'll walk you through it step by step. Brain scans show that F&D disrupts the networks responsible for motor control, emotional regulation, and sensory processing. Voon et al., 2016. Specifically, researchers have found abnormal connectivity between the emotional center and the movement center, which may explain why emotional distress can trigger physical symptoms. Perez et al., 2015. In other words, F&D is not just a mental health condition, it's a disorder of brain function at a structural level. This is where the conversation must change. Instead of cycling through medications and therapies that only manage surface level symptoms, treatment should focus on rewiring these faulty brain pathways. And thanks to neuroplasticity, that is not only possible, but achievable. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to rewire itself. If your brain is getting full, pause for a moment. The big idea is simple. Your brain can change. Studies on neuroplasticity show that targeted interventions can help the brain unlearn dysfunctional patterns and create new healthy connections. Deutsch 2007, Deutsch 2016. I am living proof of this. My F&D symptoms were severe, life-wrecking, and medically unexplainable. I was told by society that my condition could be incurable, that I would have to live with it, that my best hope was symptom management. But through a method I developed myself, one rooted in neuroplasticity and supported by emerging neuroscience, I have reversed my symptoms by 95% and continue to improve. And here's the best part. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars or wait for the medical system to catch up. You can begin healing today at home in your pajamas for free. The medical field has spent too long masking symptoms instead of addressing the underlying neurological dysfunction. We now have research that supports a new way forward, one that doesn't just manage F&D, but eradicates it. Real solutions don't come from silencing symptoms, they come from treating the actual cause. Medical industrial complex. Before we blame doctors, we need to see the system they are trapped inside. And many people find themselves stuck in this system through no fault of their own. Just as well-meaning workers unknowingly become part of the military-industrial complex, many good people are pulled into a runaway system that sometimes does more harm than good. I call it the medical-industrial complex. This system didn't appear overnight. It crept in over the last century. Well-meaning doctors and healthcare workers spend their lives in school learning how to help people, but they eventually find themselves holding a prescription pad and an instrument for big pharma, not always the best solution for you. Common sense gets replaced by common pills. A full understanding of your life is shoved aside in favor of rushed 15-minute appointments. Doctors are under pressure to see more patients, pay sky-high malpractice premiums, and dig themselves out of crushing student debt. The high salary they were promised quickly gets swallowed up by the high demands of their lives. They're people too. They mean well, but just like us, they're trying to survive inside a broken system that leaves little room for true healing. The pressure on medical professionals. Research shows that the pressures on healthcare professionals can create a cycle that hinders holistic care. A review published in the Journal of Internal Medicine found that the rising demand for productivity in healthcare settings leads to higher physician burnout, which then harms patient care. West et al., 2018. Doctors want to give more personal care, but the limits of time, patient volume, and administrative work prevent it. Multiple systematic reviews also show that when doctors meet with drug company sales reps, their choices can change. This includes times when doctors accept free gifts, free meals, or free drug samples. After these meetings, doctors are more likely to prescribe the drugs that were promoted. Sometimes this even lowers the quality of care patients receive. Sperling et al., 2010, Brax et al., 2017. The shift toward lifestyle medicine. Things are beginning to change, though. More and more doctors are stepping away from the pills-first approach and encouraging lifestyle changes that address root causes. And this makes total sense. Research shows lifestyle changes can often reduce or replace medication for conditions like high blood pressure. Experts increasingly urge doctors to prioritize lifestyle medicine over a pills-first approach. Reed et al., 1994, Gilbert et al., 2000, Leonov and Johnson, 2010. While the medical field has made strides in this direction, the pill for every ill mindset still prevails in many corners of healthcare. Unfortunately, many of us have been conditioned to expect a quick fix in the form of a pill, and too often patients groan at the idea of anything else. Reclaiming our health. So what can we do? It starts with us. We need to become our own best advocates. No one else knows your body like you do. Research shows that patients who take an active role in their health care tend to do better. This includes learning about their conditions, asking questions, and speaking up for themselves. Street et al., 2009. Invest time in studying your own health. Explore medical literature. Take control of your healing process. Understand that your body is complex and interconnected, and don't let a label or diagnosis limit your potential for true healing. Collective change is within our reach. When you find something that works for you, share it. Be the change. Research shows that patient-driven healthcare innovation is on the rise. When patients create and share their own successful strategies, this sharing can spark change, not only within personal networks, but also across the entire healthcare system. Renius et al., 2022. Eventually, the medical industry will catch up, but in the meantime, we have the power to begin the change within ourselves. Your next step is simple. Start tracking what helps and share your success with others. And that was the first part of the first chapter in F&D Recovery Guide, Volume 2. If you are new to this series, you will want to start with Volume 1. And both of these books are available on Amazon right now. The link will be in the description, and we will be coming out with workbooks and courses additionally to help you. By the time you see this, they may be out as well. So the link in the description will lead you to whatever we currently have out. And I hope that this helps you.